This is your daily market review for Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. Let's go. Hey everyone, this is my channel to help investors and traders develop a probability-based mindset to succeed. Also try and keep friends informed of what's going on in the markets and the economy, and also a little real estate content as well. This is Dan Max at eXp Realty, aka the Trade Agent. This is your daily market review, Tuesday, November 12th, 2024. If you've been following the channel, you know for a fact we've talked about the last couple days that market's going to get choppy, sloppy. Leadership's going to start lagging a little bit. The leaders will start getting tired because we are in a overbought condition, which typically leads to what? Pullbacks, chop, consolidation, whatever you want to call it. And could we turn over? That's the big question. And this is why we need to dig deeper into certain sectors, certain ideas, and just be evidence-based. It's a probability-based game. So if you're looking for certainty, you should certainly go to another channel. Go look else for that magic guru who has the 100% hit rate that never loses. Welcome to insanity, because the reality is even the best traders in the world are looking for a 70 to 80% win rate. Nobody wins all the time. So if you're new to trading, you want to level your game up, check out the Discord room, get involved. I'll see a lot of people join the Disc room, but they don't say anything. And again, it's no one's going to reach out and invite you to open your mouth. Again, if you want to be at the table, speak, sit down, get comfortable. Let's do this. Trading is a game of mental warfare. It is not a friendly game. It is meant to take the most amount of money from the most amount of people. So it is time to level the F up. Again, it's not easy. No, when it gets easy, that's when you need to be on red alert, because again, the game is meant to take your money. So let me know how I can help. If you're new to the channel, Discord room, links description below. If you want to get involved, use the Calendly link. Let's connect. This is the Twitter, posting trades, ideas, thoughts. Follow, like, subscribe, hit the notification bell. I appreciate it. If you need some education videos, they're on my website, but also on the YouTube. Please feel free, hit the thanks button. If you get any value out of this and you want to, I think you can share like 99 cents too, but I mean, you can literally do anything. I appreciate it. Again, donations involved. This is all free. This is education. Give to receive. Put out to give back. Attract, not chase. So if you're here, need some help, and you feel obliged, cool. If not, see you on the flip side. However, I appreciate all those who have donated, who are involved and have been involved for a long time. You guys mean the world to me. You are family. Let me know I can help. Even especially the people who are in real estate. I have some people doing deals, looking at stuff. Markets are not easy. We talked about looking to buy, sell, invest in real estate. Do not hesitate to reach out. Always here to help. Again, try to find you the best agent in the freaking world, wherever you're at. And again, this is what I think some of the people who don't realize is that the new NAR settlement, and again, sorry to go on a tangent, but the new rules are different. And so people are used to like certain ways being with real estate. And I'm just telling you right now, it ain't the same. It ain't the same. All right. Like, subscribe, and notification bell. I appreciate it. Also check out my website. Got some lots of fun things to check out. Market reviews, real estate, education, great content. Just let me know what you need. Holler at your boy. Let's do this. All right. Fed watch tool. It seems to be fluctuating in that we're going to get one rate cut. 60% is not a lock, though. That's basically a coin flip. So we'll see what see. Again, I mean, it's going to be hard for the Feds to cut if inflation keeps ramping up. Doesn't make sense. Bitcoin hits, again, people are always like, oh, Bitcoin's hard to trade. I'm like, I am going to curse. Are you fucking kidding? It's actually really easy. If you just trade probabilities and you look at levels, you look at the fibs, you look at pullbacks, you go, when you're overbought, it's time to consolidate. When you hit certain fib numbers, I mean, it's like, dude, what planet are, and again, it's because everyone's in clouded emotions. But here you go. You hit the 1.618. It's time to consolidate. Now you've got volume up here. I mean, I would be very red alertish. Not to say that we can't go to the 2 times range. You saw this previously. You get big volume and then it goes a little higher. Well, the 2 times range would take you up to 98,000. That's what I would be watching. But I also would, again, this is where I devolve from like Bitcoin holders, like hold forever. You guys, just like gold, just like any other trade, believe in unprecedented, unrelenting upside forever. And in a trader's game, it doesn't do that. So if I'm you, I'm looking at it and go, all right, the more it's up, the probably more I need to take profit. Doesn't mean you have to go 100% cash. But what if you had a plan where you go, all right, I'll just go to 50% and see what happens. Oh, what if it goes to the moon without me? There's always going to be pullbacks. It's so obvious, man. I don't know. I'm sorry to get on that tangent. I'm moving on, but watch the levels. Oil, talked about demand destruction pulling back. Natural gas, still my favorite long term. Still want it to pull back. I don't know. A little nervous about it, but again, I have to stick to my plan. My plan is to buy commodities when the market spills its guts. Doesn't matter who the hell's the president. We know a recession's coming. We know what's going on behind the scenes. We know fake spending from GDP based on Ukraine. We know fake jobs numbers, endless government jobs that will not be around on the next few months. The administration is going to bring the axe to this shit. TLT, again, rates not looking so friendly. You could argue maybe a little head and shoulders bottom. You have some spots here at 90, worth a watch. The dollar make you holler. Again, King Dollar is back. Trump daddy, even though these candles look uglier than shit, whatever. That's what's ironic about Bitcoin, gold, whatever. I mean, like, Trump wants the dollar stronger. So, I mean, all these people are like, oh, end of the Fed. Okay, well, could that also make the dollar stronger? I don't know. That's a good question. And everyone's like, oh, they're going to back it by this and this. And it's like, they haven't been backing the dollar by anything other than the military for a long time. We'll see if that changes. And people say, oh, we're backed by gold and the faith of the government. Blah, blah, blah. No, it's the freaking military, guys. Leave a comment below if you disagree. I'd love to hear what opinion, what do you think the dollar is really backed by? It's a promise. Look at a dollar. It's a bill. It's a IOU. It's like watching Dumb and Dumber, and the suitcase is full of wet napkins. All right, VIX watching the 200-day, getting a little tired. We've talked about the VIX bottoming first. It's doing it well. SPY, talked about big up move. Don't be surprised if you get tired. Okay, here we go. Is this a trap or is this just a pullback? Again, I would be watching what happens when we get to the 585 level when we do pull back. Maybe we don't. It's just consolidation. It is OPEX, so don't get too excited. We could chop around. Qs, as we talked about, same thing. Overbought, gonna chop around. I mean, are you surprised? IWM. Look at this is where it gets a little funky, right? This thing breaks out on Monday, and then we give it all back, and then close right back at the end of the week highs. Again, I need more information on that one. Dia high, Dia low, chopping around. I mean, little engulfing bar here. We'll see. Gold. We warned folks. Oh, you gotta get long, and I'm like, this is the same thing like Bitcoin. This is where everyone's going, time to get long. And it's like, nah, I'll wait for a solid pullback. All right, starting. Watch the back test of the trend line. Not surprised if we chop here a little bit. Silver. Looks like it's a little oversold near term. Okay, same thing again. I mean, I'm not sitting here going, oh, miners are in gold are going to get crushed. What I'm trying to explain to you is that in the overbought position, you need to be looking for more pullbacks than buys. AEM, exactly. I mean, if you go study the past, you've been involved in the channel, you know miners can get absolutely shanked. In prison, murdered, if the market pulls back and gold just goes down, silver comes up. Miners, again, they're attached to what? Production. What happens if production freezes? What do you mean? Credit freezes. What happens if markets are not efficient? Uh-oh, same thing. Newmont, again. All right, the biggest miner in the world. If gold's going to new highs, why is Newmont acting like shit? Pass. Questions you have to ask yourself. Chopping around. I go. Taiwan semi. Chip sector. Overbought. Too many chips. We talked about this is the easiest short in your lifetime, potentially. Very much like the dot-com bubble or like oil when they said, oh, we're going to run out of it. And Saudi Arabia started pumping that rumor. And then oil went from 140s to 30. Micron. Keeps hitting the range highs. Back the fuck off. AM and diesel. Dead cat bounce, like we talked about, to go oversold. Oh, it's gonna go. No, I'm telling you, nothing goes in a straight line forever. Come on, man. It's so. Again, I had this conversation. It feels like I'm Groundhog's Day, Bill Murray. Oh, what if? Okay, I mean, again, you're fighting the probabilities. Now it's coming back down. Watch what happens around 138. NVIDIA, all right, channeling up. Endless upgrades today. We'll see if that follows through. SMCI, check this out, right? Back at the range lows. Keep an eye on it. Again, I don't know what the right price is on this thing. I mean, when they've got accounting stuff, ten cuidado. Intellectual property, again, told you guys it was going to get booted out of the Dow. You're welcome. Oh, you're just being a jerk. No, that's what I heard. I mean, again, again, the Dow tries to invest in the winners in the future. Okay, why are you buying? I mean, again, who knows if they can't? They could get their act together. I mean, let's not write them off completely. But right now, I'd touch that with a 10-foot pole. SMH, again, we think, again, here you go, double top. Another little double topper. Keep it on the 20-day. Adobe, this thing got a solid bounce today, actually. Okay, watching these levels. Applesauce, watching the 100-day just endlessly. And again, ChopX, Amazon. Bezos can't sell fast enough, so he's really excited. People are buying up here. Again, I don't know this one. I've seen, and again, I appreciate some of the homies dropping the call and skew and all that stuff. And like, this seems like a battlefield stock. Like something's going on. There's a battle going on. Meta chopping around. Watch the range highs. CRM again, been on fire. On fire. Today's candle. That to me is a little scary. A little scary. That's a big move. Just throwing it out there. Guggenheim, we talked about it, filling the gap. Man, you are really close. Keeping on that 184 plus. Microsoft, Mr. Softy. Chopping. Chop, chop. NDAQ. Again, I think tech is the easiest short long-term this exchange. However, it is defying odds, and that's sometimes what happens. Keep an eye on it. MicroStrategy, okay. Let's go. This is why we talk about the extensions, fib extensions. Said watch the 2, held it, 2.618. There we go. High volume at the highs. And again, I'm not saying this thing could crash, but this is my biggest concern is that the people who are very excited about if Bitcoin goes into a correction, and so does MicroStrategy, you don't have much upside near term. That's a hell of a move, guys. It's like Rick James, cocaine's a hell of a drug. That's a hell of a drug right there. And again, if you don't take any profit, I mean, again, I'm not saying it can't go higher later. Just I would be probably trying to balance. Netflix holding up again. This one, another one. What? I don't know. Why? Sometimes, again, you don't do it. You just watch it. Roblox, we talked about this, popping up, holding up pretty well. PanW, again, we think cybersecurity is the real deal. Seems to be holding up pretty well. Got over the breakout. Tesla, we said overbought. This is my biggest concern for people in like MicroStrategy, your Bitcoin, or certain stocks that have been on fire. Again, I don't know if this is a fact going to just collapse by any means. But when I see this after a huge move, I'm not surprised. This is, again, where if you had discipline and risk management, you're probably going, all right, probably time to take a little off the table, see what happens here. It's going to 1,000, Dan. Okay, fine, whatever. The price targets get crazier at the highs. Just remember that. And at the lows, the price targets at the bottom is like $1. No. It's, blah. Insight, we talked about this one, been rocking and rolling, gonna get bought out. Looking good. But, I mean, near term, same thing. Do not be surprised when it pulls back. Palantir. Okay. Been overbought a little bit. I mean, this thing company's worth more than most names in the Dow. Congrats. Again, trading at a bazillion for future earnings. Keep an eye on it. McDonald's. 20-day. No. DKNG. Again, a lot of people are getting like, oh, it's going to the moon. Again, that's what I think. I mean, if you could run a poll and just like anytime the overwhelming sentiment is we're going to the moon at the highs, this is again, caveat, at the highs, imagine if you could short just like at the bottom, like, or we're going to go to zero. I mean, you probably have a trade winning percentage like 99.98%. Adobe gap down in earnings, watching, chopping. Costco, chopping around. Keep an eye on it. Again, channel high. I mean, this thing's been a boss. Starbucks, we said, watch the 100 level. Is it breaking out? Come right back in. FedEx, look at this. Look at this. Huh. Overbought. I don't know about... that's an old level. Keep an eye on it. Caterpillar, meow. Talked about again. Blowing off. Coming back. DE. Holding up really well, but man, it's now starting. I mean, again, yesterday looked good. Today, I mean, look at that. I mean, this is a confusing little bugger. Nucor, again, commodities, right? Oh. Ooh, X. I mean, this get bought out at some point. Keep an eye on it. VALE, again, this is where I think we might be going into the capitulatory mode. I mean, I'm throwing this out there. Folks who are new to the channel, you get it? Got it. Cool. If there is end of year tax loss selling, what is going to get sold? The losers, VALE. Right? Names that are down. Arrow. Here we go. Uh-oh. New lows. CCJ. New lows. No. Holding up. I mean, this is, again, we like uranium. It's just, it's going to be messy. And here's, again, new lows like ag names. Ooh. Come on, baby. Wipe these fudgers out. Just beat the fudge out of them. I want to see them at prices that you go, I'll take that, and I'll take it a pound. I'll take pounds of that. AA, again, we like aluminum watching. XLF finally getting a little tired up here. I mean, this whole move was a freaking farce. And then you get a double gap up, double island, Oh, the island boys. Doing island. Yeah, those guys. This is what XLF reminds me of. It's like, yeah, island boys. We'll see how long this lasts. Man, they hold all the problems. And people are like, oh, Trump's going to fix it. No, Trump's going to bring the hammer. All right, watching Morgan Stanley, Bank of America. I mean, they all look solid. They look solid up here. But again, I mean, some names, there's multiple day ranges and there's chop. Just keep an eye on it. I mean, that's all I can say. Again, I like the short long term. I got popped off on that. And I'm just like, maybe I'm bitter old man. Bitter beer face. But I don't know. I don't trust him. I mean, again, you trade long enough, you know what happens to this stuff. You know it's a fucking joke. Jets after hours, Spirit Airline going out of business. It's probably be up 7% tomorrow because airlines are doing great. One of them are going out of business. So it's probably going higher. XBI, again, here we go. Uh-oh, raggy. Fake breakout. This is what it always have to be careful of. Not so much. XHB, again, interest rates going higher. Uh-oh, CPI data tomorrow. Uh-oh, or no, PPI. Yep, CPI. Retro raggy. Retro raggy. Housing. Retro raggy. Keep an eye on it. The Solar Boys. The Island Boys doing no. These things have been just death island. Sedge, lower. ENPH, lower. The 5 red candles, I don't know about that one. For solar, again, I mean, if oil's coming down, you better believe solar's not getting up, especially if Trump's cutting subsidies, and they're going to cut subsidies, which it seems like. HYG, again, keep an eye on this stuff. And again, I mean, I hate to rant on it stuff, and there's not much to say other than, like, you're in the trade. Congrats. At this point, let it run. That's all I can say. Oil, again, seems a little choppy. I mean, I personally have said, I'm on record, I like it long term, but I don't want to get in front of the demand destruction wave. UNG, I hate this product. Congrats, it bounced, but it's nowhere near the highs which natural gas was. It's a decaying piece of shit. KOLD, which I like to short decaying crap. Here you go. Here you go. XOP. Again, I'm watching if we get that one last bounce. I think it'll be very obvious. Hits the 200-day. Wouldn't this be an epic trap? Head and shoulders bottom, breakout, get to the 200-day, and then give it all up. Oof, that would, especially if the market got wacky. Valero, gasoline names have been nothing. Chop City, Chop City, Chop Suey, ExxonMobil. I mean, look how many days in a row. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Chop, chop, nothing. I don't know what to tell you. Occidental. It's not an accident. That Buffett can't sell enough puts on this. Again, if you zoom out, you can see what's going on. Man, somebody is chatting. Let me mute this. I mean, it's like, wow. Cool. I appreciate all the combo. Wait, what's going on? I'll have to check it out now. I'm interested. Oxy, again, I think it's long-term. Chop around. Flex, EQT. We said 44 was coming. Oh, yes. Here it is now. Be careful. Flex LNG. Again, we will be natural gas exporters. Mark my word. Have zero doubts. All right. As we see going forward, again, it's options expiration. It's Tuesday of OPEX. Market's been kind of choppy, sloppy. Could we rise later in the week? I don't know. Could we go high, go lower? Again, this is where you have to know what is best for you. What are you willing to hold? What are your positions? Again, I've got Soxus. I've got SQQ. I'm really kind of just sitting here going, scratching my head. I think I'm just going to hang out. I mean, I'd love to short miners, but kind of missed the earliest easy trade. I like financials, but I mean, that wrong is wrong. Maybe this is, again, if you're familiar with some of the folks who we traded, like, we'd almost kind of troll each other. It's like, have you really given up? Good, because I'm going in. It's like, you are my market tail. Okay, I can be dude, everyone is a market tail. This is the irony at some point. If you trade long enough, you will be what is considered the mark, in my opinion. So if you have any questions, don't hesitate to reach out. Always here to help. Let me know what you need. And yeah, keep an eye on the real estate markets and what's going on. It's getting kind of wild out there. We'll see. Trump is gonna try to accelerate the economy, but at the cost of inflation. We'll see. Again, rates creeping up. See the CPI tomorrow. Be safe. Peace. Hey, thanks for watching. If you have any questions, stop by the Discord room. A link is in the description below. Also, if you'd like to help support more free content, the PayPal link is in the description as well. I appreciate your continued support of the channel.